Is there something funny we should talk about real quick?
I thought we were recording halfway, like 75% of that, so I didn't want to interrupt anybody, and I wasn't prepared to have a serious conversation. So, truthfully, I love what we were talking about, but I've never been more bored in my life.
It derailed real fast.
It's going to be a real weird one, guys. Let's go.
Good. That's what I want. What do I say normally?
Welcome to this week's episode of
Is that what I do?
Greetings and salutations to all our space cadets out there. I hope you have your little orphan nanny decoder rings ready, because we're ready to fuck it up.
Yeah, I think you start with thanks for listening. As always, I'm your host.
Yeah.
No, I think it's what I said.
Little Orphan Annie?
Little Orphan Annie's decoder ring. It's from,
she had a decoder ring?
Yeah, it's from the Christmas Story. He saves up all his money to get the decoder ring.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And he gets in the thing, and it's a strict morality.
I didn't realize it was Little Orphan Annie.
Little Orphan Annie, yep. She was, and it was all your Little Orphan Annie people, and they'd come in and...
I went to Walmart today, and they had a giant box of Nesquik, and they had these giant, larger than a pint glass, plastic cups with the Nesquik rabbit on it, and special spoons that are sized for those cups.
Like a gallon of Nesquik.
It's like
that's
a quart.
Good for you.
It's like a quart-sized cup, and it has the Nesquik rabbit on top.
How the hell do you drink a quart of chocolate
$10.
milk? What?
And it comes with syrup, 2 cups, and 2 spoons.
Give me $10
and diabetes.
Take your health away. Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to this week's episode of Hypothetically Speaking. I am Tyler Malter. With me, as always,
Shigeru Miyamoto
and
John Reed.
No one's gonna get that.
Okay.
No one's going to get that reference.
Doesn't need to.
Okay. I've been playing Mario too. I almost didn't come tonight because I wanted to play Mario.
I heard that game got a 7.
Okay, well, we're done here. This week...
Miyamoto is spelled the same forwards as it is backwards.
Yeah, that's true. Japanese is super weird. This week we have brought the discussion of if you could get rid of one piece of technology... what would you get rid of? Mm-hmm. Or what would you change if you change one or the other?
If you could get rid of a form of technology, be it an item or a method, if you didn't like...
calculus.
Coal... Well, yeah.
It's just all levels
like coal processing plants that create energy. If you wanted to get rid of that technology entirely.
You just took my idea.
Or if you wanted to get rid of
Why are you getting so specific?
Or if you wanted to get rid of the spin toothbrush or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or a Nintendo Switch or something.
Rotations per minute are for fuckers.
Yeah.
I want my toothbrush to just jitter on my teeth. I don't want it to actually spin and
I want my toothbrush to vibrate outward and inward. It's beating me up.
Yeah, like it's punching you.
Yeah,
that's good.
And then it's going to be like, yo, what's up?
Okay. Well, I think that that lends itself to some... Jesus Christ. I think that lends itself to some good conversation. And with starting worst to best, Sean, what would you...
Oh, yeah. Well, I got 2, and they're both happening because I said so. I feel like there's another guy on this podcast who gives 8 of them, so I figured I could give 2.
So I go for shallow, but wide.
You cast a big net.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys go for depth.
Yeah, we dig it. Yeah, okay. So... I'm going shallow and wide, like I normally do. Deep and hard and long and strong.
You can't go shallow and wide.
You can go shallow and wide. That's not far, and then you go wide. This is the order I go.
You said deep.
I know, it's the order I go. So it's
the whole method?
It's a method. Okay. So first option is getting rid of caller ID. No longer will you know who is calling you. I think it's going to up the ante. I think that you're going to really be on your toes. I think it was a bad idea to begin with. You won't miss call.
So no name, no number.
Nothing.
It just, your phone's going off rings, and you got to answer it.
You got to answer it.
Yeah.
No one could quite figure out how to tie a number to a name. Jesus. And it's just going to be a good time. That brings back jokes, prank phone calls. Mm-hmm. Been a long time gone. Prince Albert in a can needs a refresh.
Turn dial phones.
That's right. Well, no. There's just smartphones. You get a number. That's what you get. You don't even get the number. It doesn't show you because that's kind of its own form of caller ID.
Then how do you give out?
It just
how do you give out numbers?
You can dial you can dial someone's number, but you will not see who is calling.
The receiver won't see it.
Your phone rings and it says there's a ring on your talk box, and you push the button and you say hello, and they ask if your refrigerator's running, and you're like, well, no, it's not. My family's starving. Thank you. That's what you say. So that's
well, you better go catch it.
That's good. Yep. Then you say it, and then you hang up the phone. So I just think caller ID would be a kooky good time. So getting rid of that one.
Okay, so you want to get rid of the entire technology behind caller ID just so prank calls are viable.
Identify. Well, I mean, how many times have you called somebody and they know who it is and they're like, nah. But now it could always be your boss. And everyone's got one of those. So.
Is that true?
Well, it's true. No, it's true. Everybody.
CEOs don't have bosses.
They do.
Like, no.
Yeah, they do.
Who's their boss?
I don't know. The BFO.
Is there a CEO of all CEOs?
Yeah.
That's the boss.
It's the boss.
He doesn't.
And he can be called. No, he does.
Who's his boss?
God. Reverse pyramid.
Oh, it's a funnel.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a funnel. So
anyway,
that's number one.
Okay,
it's a pretty good one. But I want to do one that's everybody's gonna agree with. Getting rid of commercials. Just fucking dropping them.
Shit.
Told you didn't think of mine. They were good.
Oh my god.
So dropping commercials. If you're gonna pay for fucking TV, you're just gonna pay for the TV.
Yeah.
Like totally fine paying for things because that's kind of like how economy works. But I do not need to see the same commercials. I do not want to pay for Hulu and then still have commercials because I didn't pay enough for Hulu. That's stupid. Commercials are dumb. No one likes commercials.
What if just commercials had their own channel? Right?
The commercial
like
channel?
QVC, right? You just go to the channel and you can watch a steady stream of commercials when you want to because you might want to see what's on the market out there.
I completely agree.
Every other channel was void of commercials.
And you could also still maybe advertise through other means, like through I don't mind net advertising, but
that's where my mind went to is Ed TV. Do you know Ed TV? Do you know Ed TV? The movie starring Matthew McConaughey,
friend of the show,
and Woody Harrelson.
Enemy of the show.
God damn! I knew you were gonna pick. We get the shitty one.
I know,
and we give away the good one.
He can make cars powered on weed.
Yeah. So anyway, it's like it's a Truman Show type thing. It's just cameras that are all set up through this guy's life, and he just lives on TV at all times. So then at the bottom, there's just a scroll wheel like ESPN or the news. That's advertisements of like so and so's flower shop, like 40% off. Labor Day weekend, and it just scrolls across the bottom.
So good.
And it's never interrupted television.
Conversely,
which is superior.
One of my favorite ways to screw with Carly, my girlfriend, is to pretend that we're on a Truman Show situation, and I'm always product placing.
Yeah.
So like we'll be sitting at dinner, and I'm like, you should really try to enjoy a refreshing Dr. Pepper. Like
23 unique flavors.
That's right. I was
you can taste every one of them.
It's really great, and then I'll like turn to no one. And then and I'll double down on it. The next one will
Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell would turn towards the camera.
That's right. The next one is even worse. And then when she starts to get like visibly discomfort, like the uncomfortable about it, I'll like walk into the kitchen and then put my finger into my ear and say, "She's onto us," or like abort. I'm sorry, honey. Would you like some more Kellogg's cornflakes?
Jesus. See, I don't understand. Like, still to this day, I get that it existed. Like, someone created it and they rolled with it, and we can't get rid of it now. But I don't understand why we pay for shit and then we have to have commercials. So I buy a $60 video game, and you can put all the advertisements you want in there. But there's never a time where there's like a cutscene and I have to watch a trailer before I watch the fucking cutscene.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't understand why we let this happen.
That's right. Well, it has reached into games because your free-to-play games, you'll have an option of getting more of the inflated fake currency by watching trailers. So at least in that case, it's optional, but it still feels like YouTube, where you have a skip button, but it's cumbersome. It's adding extra steps, and it's just it especially is really distracting when they're just injected in the middle of like a 30-minute video.
Oh, I hate that.
Because there's no real fade out or fade in or anything. And a lot of times the creators don't necessarily really get to pick when, so it doesn't flow well, and there's no production between like stay tuned or like just something to make you like feel emotionally ready. So even with new technology, like especially in the video, like it's commercials I'm really concerned with It's really things that interrupt my video or audio.
Well, now for $14.99 a month, you can pay for YouTube Red.
That's no.
Your experience is ad free.
Yeah, I'm more inclined to do that, but we need to get rid of commercials. So that's my thing. Call, what do they call that thing? Call thing where you see the new shots. That's it. And commercials.
Well, that's going to bring it to the first part of the show. We want to just say that we're sponsored. We're very happy with our new sponsor.
Yeah, it's bigblackdicks.com.
They have a wide assortment of big black dicks. Most of them come with big black men to accompany the big black dicks.
If you use promo code Bazinga, then you can get access to the limited edition white dick.
Yep. So just go to
Half the price, half the size.
bigblackdicks.com/bazinga.org. You can finish it. Go ahead. You know it as well as I do.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
/girls.
Yep. Yeah. So that's
GURLZ.
Yeah. Mine is a bookmark on my page. Sean likes to type it out. So anyway, yeah. Use that offer code Bazinga at checkout to get white dicks.
Is that a commercial?
What?
Or did we just do a commercial?
No, I'll record it afterwards.
He's on to us.
Oh man, we should have ended on that. All right. Well, Jesus. So, John, did you have a?
Yeah, I had two. I have two also. A serious one and a super serious one. So the
Jesus
serious
Christ.
one is weaponized pathogens. I don't want to get into it, so I want to get into my super serious one.
Well, don't want to get into it. It makes it sound like you have a really intimate past with weaponized pathogens.
I've been hunting weaponized pathogens for 45 years.
There's this. It's just this guy named Kenny who used to shoot spit wads at me.
There's like anthrax in his
Fuck
basement.
that guy and fuck Chris Johnson.
You sound like the modern day equivalent of Van Helsing, except instead of vampires, it is weaponized pathogens.
It's just what it is, man. Toilet paper. I really want to get rid of toilet paper.
Well, hold on. I'm not gonna have to stop you on that one.
You said serious and then super serious.
This is the super
But it
serious
sounds like
one.
you swapped.
No.
I get where he's going for.
Dude, I don't.
You ever wipe your ass with a baby wipe?
It's so good.
Oh, I haven't done it yet.
You don't even have to have a baby. You just get these moist towels, and you can wipe your ass with that.
In one stroke.
Boom.
Yeah,
It's gone.
fresh.
And there is nothing more delightful and reassuring than a slightly damp anus right after a big old deuce.
Let me tell you about toilet paper.
That's right.
I use the Chuck Norris analogy. It's rough, tough, and don't take shit from no one.
No, it literally takes shit from your asshole.
No.
And keeps it in
You
our
got
toilet.
rid of your shit and it stayed around. It's eating your food.
See, your asshole is stained brown because you've been using toilet paper. Mine
No, I just
is
don't wipe.
peachy pink, like a newborn's
Well,
asshole.
let's compare them.
Catch us next week.
No, we got pop filters. It's okay.
Yeah.
What does the pop filter have to do with it?
Well, what are they for then?
So I would get rid of toilet paper, make baby wipes the MO for ass wiping.
That's pretty good. Or just drop ass wiping.
You know, I started doing it when I had my first kid because I was like, why am I not using toilet paper on her butt, but I'm using a baby wipe? And I was like, let's give this a shot.
You gotta figure it out.
Never gone back.
Well, they started selling them. It's the exact same thing. They've started selling them manatized,
Like dude wipes,
Yeah,
they
like-
call them.
like butthole bros,
Yeah.
and
But you can't flush them down the toilet.
You got to get the flushable
no, you
kind.
can flush them.
There's a flushable kind?
Just like there's a diaper
Absolutely.
that'll disintegrate in water.
Tyler, anything you put down the toilet is gone.
Yeah. Anything that can flush is flushable.
That's right.
Goldfish,
Yep.
baby wipes,
Yep.
Sean's video games.
Oh man.
I want you to think about that the next time you're at
Fingers.
my house and you see the baby wipes on top of the toilet.
You really can flush a lot of fingers down your toilet.
Yeah.
What do you mean, like it's easy to do to accidentally flush fingers down the toilet? Like,
No, you'd
man,
be
they should put a
surprised.
guard, like a finger guard, because you could really just flush so many fingers down the toilet.
Like you say you have a lot of fingers you have to get rid of, and you try to figure your fingers per flush, like your FPF, and like you would think that you could just look at a toilet's like stats and know its FPF, but you can't. So when you start to really... the amount of water you put in your bowl is going to affect your FPF, but you will always exceed what you think. So you think in 20 fingers, you're probably going to hit like 24. So
wait, the water affects your FPF?
Well, yeah, because you can have more fingers in the water. Like if you say you have like very little water, then they're going to pile up and they won't like follow each other single file down that poopy chute. So, but if you've got a lot of water, then they'll kind of get a rotation started, depending on which side of the earth you're on. And
one of them, it doesn't rotate, and the other
doesn't work as well. See, one side's nail up, the other side's nail down.
Oh, it's a buttered toast.
It's a buttered toast situation. Yeah. This is really too big of a conversation.
Yeah, we're getting into the nitty gritty.
So so toilet
we gotta abort.
FPF.
Yeah.
Okay. I like your guys' things.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're as good as mine.
No, look me in the eye and tell me you're gonna wipe that ass with a baby wipe.
I will try it at my first opportunity.
Okay. Yeah. How about let's go in there and I'll wipe your ass. Just with anything, and you have to guess which one it is.
And that's going to bring us to our second sponsor of the night, which is
Depends. For when you can't decide what to wipe with, why wipe it all?
Use offer code. What was the last offer code?
Poopy shoot.
No, the one for bigblackdicks.com.
Well, there was girls and there was Bazinga.
Bazinga, yeah. Use offer code bigblackdicks on bazinga.com to get your Depends for free.
Whoa, it's backwards.
Yep. Welcome to the future.
It's pretty good. So regardless of what permutation you use, it's going to
as long as you remember those two things, bigblackdicks.com and Bazinga, or Big Black Dicks and Bazinga. You can put any .com anywhere you want, before or after, combine them, whatever.
.gov.
We have purchased all of the domains that we could possibly think of, and every permutation of them. The technology I would get rid of first would be semi-trucks.
Oh.
I think that... what?
You run a store that depends on goods being delivered.
Speaking of Depends,
in a truck.
Yeah, well, the ad copy says that we have to work it in naturally.
That's right. Yeah. He says traveling from Cincinnati with 800 Big Black Dicks.
So I would get rid of semi-trucks. I think that the semi-truck industry is the one thing that's going to stop us from having self-driving cars.
Oh, man. I would agree, and I'd also say that little kid in Pet Sematary that got hit by a semi would thank you.
Wait, haven't you seen Logan? Self-driving trucks, bro.
Yeah, they try to murder people. Spoiler. Sean hasn't seen it.
Still haven't seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What's going to be great is that we're going to accumulate all the things I know and don't know about Logan, and we're going to do a special gold subscriber episode where I attempt to describe what I think Logan is. And right now, all I have is old dudes, a Jeep, and self-driving cars. So it's looking good.
I really like the idea that you can't even become a gold subscriber.
Well, no, you can't.
There's not a method to it. Well, there is a method, but they don't know the method.
Well, I mean, so the funny thing
is, established.
I'm going to give you your first clue to being a gold subscriber right now. So
first of 16 clues.
That's right.
But they're on 9 different podcasts, 2 of which are on our channels, 2 of which are embedded into other ones. And just like our ad copy, they have to work it in naturally, so you may not even know you're listening to a clue.
And just like this podcast, half of them are bullshit.
Yep, so go ahead and what's the first clue?
So every 84th word that's said, if you add all the letters together in like an anagram type situation, you're going to know.
Yep, great. That's a great first clue.
You're going to know.
It's a lot better than the one that's in the next episode of Wait, Don't Tell Me, NPR's news quiz.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so, and you
won't know where it's at, but it's in there. So listen to the episode a few times, try to pinpoint it. You'll find it.
We picked that as the first one because it's been mathematically proven by our team of scientists that no one can count that high.
Yep, it's good. Anyway, self-driving cars I want, but the entire trucker industry will fight against it so hard that we probably won't get self-driving cars.
You know what we're going to miss, though, from that, too, is the truck stop showers.
Oh.
And I will not stand for that.
Yeah, I don't shower at home. I only go to the nearby truck stop.
I don't even shower there.
Yeah.
Kind of
There's nothing like having a bunch of truckers wash your butt for you.
Well, they say that it's the next generation's MySpace.
is trucker showers. Jesus Christ.
That's right. Like I'm like, what you listening to? And it's always Kenny Chesney.
So I would pick semi trucks,
and
my other option is police radar guns.
Whoa! You just want them to guess?
No, I want them to not be able to catch people.
Oh, well, I mean, they still
unless
have cars.
Unless they're driving.
Up, TJ Mall 421. Blue Lives Matter.
Oh, I totally agree with that. I'm not asking for like no guns. Which
all
would
they
be an
do
okay one,
is radar people. You take away the radar, you take away their job.
You're taking away their jobs.
Yeah, they're trucker.
And how are they going to provide?
No, they can do other things besides ticket for speeding.
I don't think
and
they
you can
do
still
anything
get
else.
speeders if you're driving like 85 miles an hour and then the car next to you is passing you.
Yeah.
They're going above 10 miles an hour.
So it's the eyeball test?
Well, it's not. I wouldn't be cool with like the thumb across the windshield and you count how many seconds it goes from like one sidebar to the other sidebar of the windshield. Some states that's legal to do that, and you can count, and that's how many. Like that's whatever.
Jesus.
I think I got a solution for you, Tyler.
I'm not okay with that.
Buckle up real quick because I'm going to try to run this past you.
I always buckle up so that way police officers can't pull me over.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So you don't need radar guns. Got a strategy for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a speeder. Doesn't matter the speed.
Mm-hmm.
You get in front of them, and you immediately decelerate to the speed limit.
Oh yeah.
If they hit you, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
I like the egg method where like as you're coming and they throw an egg out into the windshield and it'll hit and splatter and the size of the splatter will tell them if you were speeding or not.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome. But I'm going to make my windshield out of rubber. So the egg would just bounce off.
My windshield's out of glue.
Oh, whatever you say bounces off my windshield and sticks to you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, glue is so great. It's both, I mean, you can eat it
and that's the third thing I would get rid of.
Glue? You get rid of adhesives?
Yeah, I'm tired of things sticking together.
Yeah, well, the horse hoof population would thank you.
Yeah. And that's what I care about. I'm planning on running, running for the presidency.
Like a Hoovian platform.
In the 2040 election. And I really need those horse hoof votes.
I would just recommend joining the equestrian party.
Yeah, hashtag horse hooves matter.
That's right. Stop making wigs out of their tails.
Yep.
It's not funny. It hasn't been funny for a long time.
We're going to rename ponytails because it's degrading and offensive.
It is degrading. It doesn't come off the back of your head. It gives your ass a little hat.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it for the 6th episode of Hypothetically Speaking. I am Tyler Malter. You can find me at TJMalt421. You can find John Reed at
John Reed Art.
You can find Sean Murphy at
Chuck Bonsai / Big Black Dicks.
And you can find us on our website, tablenight.com, and you can find us on Facebook /Table Night Productions, and you can find us on YouTube and the other things.
That's pretty good.
Bye.
We should get rid of podcasts.
Oh, that's a great one.
Bye.
Hypothetically Speaking is a Table Night production. I can't believe those assholes paid me $5 just for that.